Hey guys, well I wanted to give you an update on the other model on my bench, the Enterprise 1350 Refit. Now, as a lot of you have seen on my channel that I've built a couple of these so far, this one will be a little different as it will be a true Enterprise Refit build. So it'll simply have an NCC 1701 for registration number. It will have the Polar Light Shuttle Bay. It will only have, it will have the Motion Picture Shuttle Bay, and it will only have motion picture shuttles inside, along with a few lit up worker bees. But I wanted to give you guys a look at what I've got so far. So the Arboretum, a lot of you guys have seen me build in the past. I use real foliage on these. I've already got it light blocked. I need to make the trees, but then also I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of having a bunch of individual trees, what I'm going to do on this one is these trees right here, I'm going to make it kind of an arch. I think that'll be a nifty little addition. But that'll look really nice when it gets done. The Shuttle Bay, as you can see, will have a runway strip. It's going to have a dull runway on it compared to a lot of the others that were gloss. This one will be dulled. I've already got the walls of the Shuttle Bay light blocked, and as you can see, the photo etch parts have been installed. One thing I do is you can see, let me use this so you guys know where I'm, so right here, okay, keep an eye on that spot. As I pick that up, you can see that you can see through. See that? When it comes, that's a solid piece of plastic, and the photo etch that you get normally just goes over it, but I like cutting it out so you can see fully through it. So yeah, these are ready to go. I just got to paint them. I need to prep the landing bay floor a little bit more, but then I just got to paint them and put it together. Here's the bottom half of the secondary hull. You can see I have my aviation plug put in. I already have these sections cut out for the glass. I cut all my own glass, and this is actual glass. You don't have to get anything special. This is you can get this out of picture frames from the thrift store if you want. But as you can see, it sits perfectly in there, and once the Arboretum is put into place, it sits nice and snug. And the difference I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to cover up the seams. You know, I don't want you guys to look in and see a little edge of glass right there, so I'm going to cover that in. So when you look in, it looks like an actual wall. Also on the outside, I'm not going to use the photo etch parts as normal, because what I've noticed is the photo etch tends to leave a gap on the inside. And on the last Enterprise, I actually lost the photo etch piece that goes where the officer's lounge is, which, right there. I actually lost the photo etch piece, so I had to make my own out of styrene. And I liked it because the styrene actually sat flush up against the glass, and it gave it a true frame look, and I really liked how that came out. So I'm going to do that on this ship, which will have an Arboretum, officer's lounge, plus a rec deck, so they'll all look that way. This one will have the 5-color pearlescent Aztecing. Got this from Orbital Dry Docks. This is an incredible kit. I would highly recommend it. This is, it has a label on it underneath this is Tamiya tape that he's used a vinyl cutter on. This is the 5-color. He has 3 different versions. This is the 5-color. It's the most expensive one, but guys, believe me, it's worth every cent. The traditional Paragraphics photo etch kit for the Enterprise Refit. And also I have the circuit boards from Tenna Controls. The shields up, shield down board for the base. This one will have the thrusters, just like in my last Enterprise, as well as the combo board, which has the impulse to warp effect, plus a runway strip, plus navigation strobe lighting, all right there. Lastly, from Starling Tech, it will have the Gen 2 Photon Board. The thing I like about this board is it has 4 lights compared to a lot of other boards which only have 2. So if you watch in the movies, normally when they open up the torpedo tubes, it has a different color, normally white, and motion picture, if I remember correctly, it's kind of an amber. So it opens up, it comes on a color, and then it flashes. or red. Actually, red is the standard color, sorry. It'll come on red, but then when it flashes, it has like a bright white flash and stays red. That's what this one does. I will show you how that looks when I get it installed in the ship. Okay, so lastly, I just want to show you a few parts. So this is one I've already been working on. Most of you guys who've built this model before can tell that I have definitely modified this piece. I'm wanting to give it a more true motion picture look, okay? So as you can see, I've cut the middle section out, I've cut this back section out, and I've cut the wall out. I've cut this whole wall out, and I've added all this extra styrene. And as you can see, there are little chairs in there, benches, little hallway. Those indents right here, there will be pictures right there. And in this little section, we'll actually have foliage on the inside. You're only going to be able to see maybe that much of it, but it will be there. It's going to be modeled after this. So this is an illustration that someone has done up of what the motion picture Officer's Lounge would have looked like. As you can see, that section where Spock, Kirk, and McCoy are standing looks very similar to what it did in the movie. But in the movie, it was only that section. Later on, they created an illustration that would have made the Officer's Lounge look more like this, with actual water, more people could sit in there, and as you can see over in the corner right there, it's kind of like a little garden. So that's what I'm going to be making in the corner, and there will be light in the background. Mine will not have Starry Night by Van Gogh, but it will have the Federation symbol. So that's what I'm actually very excited about. I still have a little bit of modification. I have to put ribs up against this wall, but as you can see, I've modified the front to have ribs. But this one overall, I'm really excited about this one. I think it's going to look really, really nice. Alright guys, well that's all on the Enterprise so far. I will be scratch building the rec deck. That will take a little bit of time. So right now I've basically been doing it on the side as the Queen Elizabeth was in front of it, but since I'm taking the week off the Queen Elizabeth waiting for paint, I'm really going to get a lot of headway done on the refit. My goal is to have the Shuttle Bay finished or nearly finished, have the Officer's Lounge finished or nearly finished. The Arboretum, I will be working on it tonight, and I will have it finished, depending on if the trees will dry in time. But it will be foliaged, it will be painted. I will have this done tonight, and I will show you what that looks like in another video. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed seeing what it will look like so far. Stay tuned as I will be posting more photos and videos on the build process. Alright, take care.